Alright guys, so my last video, you've seen I had gotten the main caps and everything installed. Well, I started doing the rings, filed down the piston rings, got them the 25 thousandths on the top ring and 22 thousandths on the bottom ring. And I started installing all the pistons. I did have a video, I started recording, unfortunately it went away. I don't know where it went, so we're going to start with this one. So we got the top ring, middle ring, and the oil rings. We're going to install them on the final piston here. I'll show you how. So you can get a tool like this. It's designed to spread the ring apart. You can slide it on. However, I just kind of loop it around and spiral it on. So the piston ring's in the tool. See how it spreads it open? Slide it over. Get her on. So we got that one ring on. Now we're going to do the top ring. So keep in mind, I've already filed down these piston rings like I said in the previous video. You just spread it over and get it on the top ring. Now for the oil ring, I always just run it across the top here. And just slide it right down because there's no tension on that, so it's just that easy. Bam. Same thing with the top and bottom ring. You're going to slide it over and you're going to get it in the wedge. Now you got to keep in mind, it's extremely important to clock the rings. And what that means is the groove, or the notch in the ring that you filed down, that needs to be at a 120-degree angle from the other ring on the top. And then we need to clock the top and bottom groove of the oil rings. So essentially you want to avoid having anything overlapping over the wrist pin. Next, we'll coat the entire piston with some oil, some engine oil, and then we'll slide it in to this piston compression tool. Obviously, you want to install the bearings, but before you torque them down and lube them, you want to do the same thing you did with the main cap bearings, and that's plastic gauge them. Make sure they're all within spec. Don't just do one, do all of them. I coat every one with moly graphite, top and bottom. All right, with our bearings coated and our piston rings on, we slide the entire piston down into the piston compression ring tool. A nice thick coat of oil over the piston, and then we slide the piston in. And keep in mind, this dot, at least on the Grand Nationals, means front of engine. Then with your piston ring or your piston hammer, tap it in. And then you want to ensure that you have the connecting rod lined up to the journal. So when you tap it in, you can button down the cap and put on your, hopefully, ARP 2000 bolts. And then you torque them down the spec. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video, guys.